one place said to me, well, I think the tight end should have sat down. I said, don't talk to me. Go tell him. I'm not the one running the route. And I was kind of being funny with him, but meaning that he's got to take the bull by the horns. After spring ball's over and those guys go through all summer, no coaches will be out there, so Austin's going to have to run it. Ty Story's been here long enough now, too, where he's a guy that's going to have to step into that leadership role a little bit, too. But I've seen Austin be more vocal. I've seen him get competitive. And he understands, I think, that these guys have a lot of talent, but obviously there's a learning curve there.
What are your thoughts on the rate of install that you got going and what you'll be able to do for Saturday?
It's been a good install. We've been able to steadily install. Actually, is about as good as I've been here, meaning we've gone 5 days and we've installed something every day. And in the years past, we've sometimes had to curb it after 3 because guys were behind or whatever. And we still make mistakes, don't get me wrong, but we've been able to continue the installation, which has been a huge plus and huge bonus. And again, we're not perfect by any means, but we're knocking the rust off a lot of things. We're looking at some new things, and we're getting a lot of quality reps at it.
Saturday, you're going to be able to do red zone and third down, just the whole.
Yeah, we're going to do high red zone. We probably won't get in a low red zone on goal line, but we'll do all third downs. We've worked all third downs, and we're going to work some high red zone on Saturday.
How much better is because Story has been around here a couple of years now? Is he some things sinking in?
Mentally, he's been very good. He's cleaned up his throwing motion a little bit too in the offseason. We had him doing some things, and he's really worked extremely hard at it. You can tell ball's coming out of his hands. As good as I've seen since I've been here. Coach Bielema, even after the first practice, texted me and was like, wow, did Ty Story look good today? And I said, absolutely. I've had other coaches comment to me about it as well. But the learning has never been an issue for Ty. The guy's really bright. He's very competitive, and he really understands what we're doing.
So is that a competitive battle then with he and Kelly?
Absolutely. Him and Cole are going at it. Cole's had some good days and made some mistakes. Ty's had some good plays and made some mistakes. As we see with backup quarterbacks. I mean, when I got here, Austin was like that. It's a learning curve. It's a process with young quarterbacks, and every rep they get is a rep for them to move forward. So we're getting a lot of good quality reps. Our defense is doing a really good job. They're playing extremely hard, playing very aggressive, and it's been good. It's been really, really competitive, and it's been fun, but it's been good for those backups.
How's the line doing?
Really good. The ones have been really good. Been really physical. Colton Jackson has been as good as I've seen him. Jalen Merrick's been as good as I've seen him. Jake Rollerson, you can tell he's healthy and got his weight and understands what we're doing now. Gelda it's night and day. Our offensive line from last spring to right now is night and day. We could barely field 2 lines last year. We got 3 lines right now that we feel good about. And when I say feel good about, we got guys that are developing and learning and being physical and getting better. And our one offensive line has been very good. And then our 2s, we got some guys flashing in there. So it's been good. Dylan Hayes gets reps. Zach Rogers gets reps. Paul Ramirez is in there. Shane Clennon. It's been good. It's been a good battle.
You mentioned Merrick.
When you guys go to a 3-receiver look, who do you have in there at the different positions?
Well, we rotate them around, but the guys, all of them are getting, again, they're all rotating, but it'd be LaMichael Petway, Jared Cornelius, and Deion Stewart right now would probably be the first 3. But then, we got guys like TJ and Brandon and Jonathan Nance are nipping at their heels. And again, on Saturday, we feel good really about 7 or 8 or 9 of those guys. They're all going to get reps, and they're all going to be interchangeable.
Is TJ a guy that you'd create packages for and stuff because of his versatility?
Absolutely. The plan is he knows running back. He's learning receiver. So by the end of the spring and going into the fall, he'll know wide receiver and he'll know running back. And that's the plan, is to be able to be very, really, really multiple with him, using him as a running back and as a wide out, and even motion him out or motion him back, and doing a lot of things. He's an explosive guy with the ball in his hands, and we're going to try to be creative and find different ways to get it to him.
Jordan Jones pretty well full speed. I heard he kind of tweaked his knee.
No, he looked good today. Jordan had a good day today.
Do you expect the stadium construction to throw anything off in the scrimmage tomorrow? Or?
I don't know. I haven't been in it, so
yeah.
I'm sure it'll be something we get over there, but I don't think it'll be an issue. I think it'll be actually, I think guys will be excited about seeing the construction and knowing what's ahead of them.
You mentioned Jalen Merrick. Kind of where is he fitting?
He's been playing right tackle, and he's been very good. He's again, I think him and Colton Jackson have taken huge steps this spring, and I'd have to say up front, those are, I'm not going to say surprises, but those have been two really, really pleasant surprises for us as far as the steps they've taken. We've really challenged those two guys in the offseason mentally and physically to strain more, to learn more, to play faster, and Coach Anderson's done a really good job, and as you would expect with offensive linemen, like quarterbacks, it takes time to develop, and those guys are certainly taking steps in the right direction.
What are you hoping to accomplish the most on Saturday from this group?
Physicality, strain, and ball security. We want to play very hard, play fast, play through the whistle, and protect the football.
What are you going to be working on as far as situations and that kind of stuff?
First, second, all third downs, third short, medium, long, and then probably high red zone. But it'll be the first time we've actually moved the ball. So the big thing is going to be able to adjust to the different changes of down and distance and where the field position where we're at.
And it's going to be live tackles, so how do you expect that to kind of move things forward?
Oh, it'll be great. I know the defense is chomping at the bit to do it. We're chomping at the bit to play full go. We want to see how guys handle the ball, getting hit. The ball security issue piece of it is very important. The ball is the most important thing in our program, taking care of that. So putting guys in situations where they're going to get hit live, and the physicality of it is always good to see. Obviously, you can't do it every day because we're not built to do that, but Saturday will be a great opportunity for us to see that.
Tight ends behind Cantrell, is anybody in particular standing out to you?
Yeah, C.J. O'Grady. He's been really good. He's been much more physical in the run game, and in the pass game, he's always been a very good pass receiver since he's been here. It's something that comes natural to him, but the run blocking part of it has been something that was foreign to him, and you can really see him take strides in the weight room with his strength levels, and obviously his ability to stick his face in there and block has been much improved.
Bielema mentioned that Frank might be limited some in like scrimmages and stuff. What's the plan with him on Saturday?
He'll probably. I don't think he's going to scrimmage, or if he does, it'll probably be very limited, as Coach mentioned. So it'll be a really good opportunity for us to get other guys in there and see how Zach Rogers does at center, Dylan Hayes does at center. We might move Jake Rollerson over there, but as we all know during the season, there's sometimes times where you got to move guys around. This will be a good opportunity for us to create some of those scenarios.
You got a couple guys dual training at different positions. How does that help the team?
I think, the more guys understand football, and by training at a running back and a wide out, or training as a fullback and a tight end, I think they learn more about the total play conceptually, and I think the more they understand and know, the better football player they become. So we try to teach all of our guys like that, but when you have the ability to actually play two different positions and learn it, I think that's a real bonus.
How are your backup quarterbacks coming along?
Good. Again, as backup quarterbacks do, there's certainly an ebb and flow with how they perform. There's days where I've thought Ty was better, and then days where I thought Cole was a little better so far. They've both done some good things. They both made mistakes that they need to learn from. But I'm excited about both of them. And then Carson Proctor, he stepped in there and done some good things for a guy that's only been here not even a year yet. And then we're really excited. Jack Lindsay's had some good reps in there too. And then we're really excited about having Dalton Hyatt here. So I think we got a really good room of quarterbacks. I think we got older guys in the middle, and we got young guys we're developing. So I think the future's very bright.
How are Martin and Nance adapting to the SEC level?
They are. I think the first couple days was I don't want to say overwhelming for them, but I think the pace of practice, the physicality, the sense of urgency when you get here, I think is just a little bit different, and they've adjusted very quickly. They both have, through 5 practices. Here's the thing. They're both very coachable. They both have great attitudes. They both want to be coached, and they take the coaching and they get better every day.
I think last year there were some times where Yelda would get hurt and Gibson would flip over to the left, and you praised Rollerson for coming in right guard, even though he lost the starting job. He's starting for right now, I guess. I know it's the spring. What have you seen out of Rollerson this spring?
Rollerson's been much better. I think he played last year injured for a lot of the year. As we went back and watched all the cut-ups, early in the year he played pretty good, and then as the season wore on, when you saw the ankle, he didn't have power in the leg, and it really hurt him, and now he's healthy again. He understands what we're doing. He wasn't here for a spring ball last year and all that, so he's really coming into his own, and I'll tell you this, I can't say enough about his attitude and his unselfishness. As you mentioned, a guy that started, got benched, but then was several times came off the bench and didn't pout or didn't complain, and just he comes to work every day. It's awesome to have a bunch of guys like that in our program.
And as Kurt likes to put, he's got more lead in his pencil. He's at about 15, 18 pounds. Can you see a difference?
Yeah, you can see a huge difference, being with Coach Herbs in the offseason, gaining that weight, having that power, the ankle's healthy, he's getting his feet in the ground, and playing, with a little more lead in his pencil.
I didn't think about this, but he said he didn't go through spring ball a year ago at Texas because he was transferring. So this is his first spring in 2 years. How much do you think that maybe hurt a guy not to go, even an older guy, not to go through spring ball?
Well, it hurts, especially when you're playing in a new system. He came here and really was foreign to all our terminology and everything we did. So he did a really good job learning it, and he's a really bright young man, obviously, and he's getting better. He's going to help us. Glad he's here.
For you obviously spent those couple of years as a head coach. Being an offensive coordinator now, you've had it for a couple of years. Looking back on that, how has that experience helped you with the Razorbacks?
Being a head coach for 5 years has helped me in so many different ways. The biggest way is I think it's helped me to see the big picture in everything we do. I think when you're a position coach or a coordinator, I think you begin to sometimes be very focused in and kind of see life through a straw, if you will, and how it only affects your position or your side of the ball. And being a head coach, it really opens your eyes to the big picture items for players, offenses, defenses, how it all works together. And I think it's also given me a real appreciation for the guy that is the head coach and all the different scenarios and all the different things that they have to go through. It's a really, really difficult thing to be a head football coach. What I try to do every day is I try to help Brett and this program in any way I can. And I think when you're a head coach, you want a bunch of guys working for you that all they're trying to do is help the team win and helping in any way they can. And I hope I do that. And that's what I try to do, is just help Brett and help our football team win games. And I think when I was young and I was an assistant, sometimes I get wrapped up into to yards and points, and when you're a head coach, you don't care about yards or points, you care about winning. And that's my attitude now, is it's about winning football games. I don't care how we do it, whether we got to score 10 or score 50, but I think when you've been a head coach, I think a lot of those things, the big vision items become something that I try to take pride in, and I try to help whoever I can.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.